What up, peeps? It's your boy Heckin Steve. Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a little while since I've made one of these reseller criticism videos, and I know a lot of my viewers like this type of content, and I do appreciate your patience.
What took you, man? I've been waiting up here all this time. I was starting to get kind of lonely, man.
Without further ado, today we're going to be looking at Phoenix Resale as well as some more Kreesky cringe. But yeah, basically he's in the store that he visits all the time, and he's going to buy one of 4 Switch games based on what his poll tells him to buy. And then he's going to walk around the store and find games that he can flip online for a profit to make the game that he's actually wanting to buy free, which necessarily isn't bad. But we're still going to take a look at it because Phoenix Resale, he's like a fucking professional reseller.
Here in the PlayStation section, I just found our first flippable game right here in Space Jam. It's nice and complete, has a decent case, priced at $15, which is not too bad, and on Amazon you can see right here.
Decent case. The thing had like two cracks in it, man. You know what I would do? I would just swap it with one of the other cases that are there because no one's going to care.
We'll get 26 after fees. And since that's an expected $11 profit, that's $11 to spend on whichever one of these you guys.
Also, I meant to say this already, but resellers love these types of stores. These are like locally owned mom and pop stores. So they don't have this huge corporate price guide that comes out and tells them every day what a price needs to be and what they need to go pull it and change it to, like GameStop does. That's basically what this whole video is him just catching them slipping. But what's funny about it is all the people that watch his channel, you know, they're going to see this and they're trying to educate themselves because they want to resell too. I mean, hell, almost every fucking person nowadays resells video games for max. Bend the consumer over and stick your thingy in them as far as it'll go with no Vaseline or oil. But the thing about it is the only reason that it works is because he has the education already and knows what to look for. You know, he's not a new guy where he has to go in there with his phone and scan every single thing. You know, he has a general idea of what's going to be worth something and what to check on because he's got the experience. But basically, his content misleads people into thinking that this is super easy, and it's not. I mean, take this short story as an example. I used to watch a dude called John B, which is like an awesome fisherman on YouTube. Highly recommend you check his videos out if you like that type of stuff. But it's just like 30-minute videos of him just killing it at the lake or wherever he's fishing. And then, you know, you get inspired, you go out, you buy all this gear, and then you get out there, and then, like, you know, you suck.
This Avatar game, you know how the Avatar movie came out recently? Well, normally it goes for around $13, but because a ton of people are interested in this right now, on Amazon, I'll be able to get $32 after fees for a massive profit. So check this out, folks. This is something that I don't know if I've ever seen at a game store. They've got a ton of, looks like modded backlit Game Boy Advances with like...
So those are kind of cool. But $250, they can S my D.
Reshells and everything. That is
because you could like literally play Game Boy games on your phone for free. I'm not gonna tell you how, but it's not very hard to figure out. Also, if you have a computer, 5 minutes and you're playing Pokemon Fire Red. You know what I'm saying?
Other thing that I spied is a bunch of Super Nintendo games and also a bunch of like first-party AAA kind of titles. The best one I think is probably Super Mario Kart at 25. For some reason.
So I'm kind of surprised on that one because usually stuff that's in the glass case is fairly recent. Only because I know this dude goes to the store all the time, and the fact that they had Mario Kart for $25 is kind of. He caught him slipping for sure, because anybody that knows anything about Super Nintendo knows that Mario Kart games are high in value. So I don't know why they put it for only $25, but he's going to take full advantage of it. I guarantee it.
Reason right now that game is spiked on Amazon, and honestly it usually is. I'll be able to get $40 after.
Look at that, $54.99. $54.95 is what he's going to sell it for and make almost $41 for it.
Fees for it, bringing our profit all the way up to $45. Ooh, and folks, as I just stepped around,
he damn near already has a free Switch game just from those couple of games that he walked around the store and found. Now, obviously, he's going to have to buy them send them off to Amazon for them to sell them, and then they have to sell before he gets the profit. So he will still have to pay for the game up front, but essentially, like, once all these other games sell, you know, he'll get it for free.
One of the ones that I found was this chicken range switch game, which I honestly don't know if I've ever seen before. And for $9 in sealed condition, I was pretty sure that would have some flip margin, and sure enough, look at that, after fees, $22.
So this is clearly a shovelware game, right? They're trying to sell it brand new for $9. Think about if you're like trying to complete a Switch collection. You find something like this, you're jumping up and down for Jesus at that point. But he's going to buy it, and then someone's going to have to, you know, find it and buy it for $32.49 from him. And it's a game that they'll probably never open, and they'll probably never play. So it's just like, that bastard reseller got us again.
So unfortunately, the other 3 will be left for another collector. Folks, I've got to say...
well, thanks for putting them back in the, like, proper spots, you fucking dickweed.
Folks, boy, do I have an announcement for you today. Ever since the beginning of Mission Switch, I wanted to create some kind of a product that would both celebrate the series and potentially help you guys with your own Switch collections at home. And today, I think I have done just that.
Oh man, this is an ad. What a dick. I can't stand people that do ads in the middle of their videos. Like, dude, are you seriously not making enough off of click ads or like your affiliate links? Because I know your links are probably on here somewhere. Yeah, whatnot.com. Like, come on, dude.
Happens to be day number 86 of giving Chipotle free advertising until they sponsor me. Chipotle, burritos so big they'll bust.
Another fucking ad? Are you kidding me, dude? I mean, obviously he's not getting paid for that one, but like, seriously? Do you not... Like, it's an 18-minute video. You couldn't have just made it like 17 minutes? Like, you seriously had to throw a Chipotle plug in there? Like, any of us need to know that Chipotle is awesome? We all know that. That's like being sponsored by McDonald's. Like, why would they even want that advertisement? McDonald's literally, in the last 5 seconds, made probably $20,000.
And that was Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games for $60, which on Amazon will get me 140 after fees. Which,
dude, Jesus Christ, man, whoever buys those Mario Sonic Olympic Games? Like, seriously? Jesus Lord in heaven. Especially for the Wii U. All right, next up, we're going to take a pit stop with my man Kreesky here. Everybody that's seen my previous reseller video knows how much I love this guy. Basically, this whole video right here is 30 minutes long. It's kind of shot like a vlog. He doesn't have a lot of luck buying games cheap enough for him to, rip off the rest of the gamer community online. But let's go ahead and hear what he has to say, because I think it's fucking funny as hell.
I have been browsing Facebook Marketplace here and there looking for items, but so far it seems super dry. There is a lot of resellers and collectors. They're listing stuff for market value, and I can tell...
Oh, you know why? Because they all watch your videos and everyone else that resells videos or resells games in their YouTube videos, and now you have a community of resellers. Well, I don't even really want to call them a community because it's not like they're on the same team. They all want to get the deal and then sell it for extremely high prices to some bozo online that has impulse buying attitudes. But yeah, so Kreesky, if you find it hard to find stuff to buy for cheap, it's because the whole trend is growing because of all the videos that you keep making showing people how awesome it is to buy something for cheap and sell it for more money. What did you think was going to happen, G? Did you think you were going to do this for 10 years? Fuck no.
There's a lot of hustlers in this city, so it is going to be super hard to find items to resell. I've messaged maybe 75 people, and they all told me the same answer. No, they don't have anything that I'm looking for. And I asked them if they have any trading cards, collectibles, video games, antiques. And the answer is either one of two things. It's either no, I don't have that stuff, or yes, I do have that stuff, but I know the value, and I'm not going to be selling it anytime soon.
Right, of course. Damn, you messaged 75 people in Cincinnati, Ohio to try to pick the boogers from. But nah, you notice he said trading cards and collectibles and antiques. That's because he has to branch out now because everyone is reselling all the games. I think he actually ended up just meeting one dude and got like a stack of 360 games for like $20. By the way, I hate these types of videos where they have the person in the video and they don't show their face, obviously because they don't have their permission. But like, dude, what a weird way to do an interaction.
The Dragon Age, like I said, has a couple of little scuff marks on it, but it's still
cool. Yeah, appreciate it. You need your crate back or?
Thanks.
Cool. Thanks.
Have a go, bud.
I like the Cannibal Corpse shirt.
Right.
Take it easy.
I highly doubt that. You do not look like the type of dude that listens to Cannibal Corpse. By the way, the only reason that he bought this for $20 is because of this Lollipop Chainsaw game, which sells for like $35. So in his mind, he's like, he bought this one game and then got all these other common titles for basically free, which he's going to sell for $5 to $10 online. Also, Left 4 Dead 2 is in there, and that goes for about $15. But enough of Kreesky's bitch ass. Let's get back to Phoenix Resale. Alright, so this final video from Phoenix Resale that we're going to take a look at today is called How to Make $1,000+ in 2 days Buying Video Games. I've never seen this video before. I already know, based on the name of the title, that it's clickbait and that it's basically going to mislead people into thinking that it's super easy to obtain this goal. Just like get rich quick schemes or read this book and become a millionaire in 5 years. You know, the normal stuff. So let's go ahead and see what bullshit Phoenix is selling tonight.
In the last year, I have spent $50,000 buying video games like these on GameStop.com. And a lot of you
Also, all those games that he just karate chopped like that, he's probably going to resell to people. So, hell yeah.
You guys may hear that and think, wow, this guy must love video games. But in reality, I just love making money flipping video games online. You see,
so the truth comes out. The truth comes out. See, there you go. Resellers, they might say they're gamers, but it's not about the game, it's about the green.
Selling video games from GameStop.com on Amazon. This year, for example, I expect to gross around $300,000 worth of video games on Amazon. Granted, those aren't all from GameStop, but a good chunk of them are. And in this video, my man Pooh and I are going to take you guys through the process of GameStop arbitrage so that you can start making money this way yourselves. And we're going to take
so basically this video came out 2 years ago. There's 63,000 views on it. Let's say that a fourth of those people, so about 15,000 people, actually decided to start doing this. Why would Phoenix Resale think it's a good idea to show everybody how to do this? Because he basically just created 15,000 other competitors, especially if he's buying a lot of games off of GameStop.com. Anyone can compete with him now, you know, because everybody can go to GameStop.com and do this. However, you know, there's a lot more to it, but he doesn't want you to know that part necessarily.
But once you have all that done, just to give you guys kind of a glimpse of what it's going to look like, this is the Amazon Seller app right here, and it has a super cool feature I wanted to show you guys that we're going to be using a lot later, which is...
This dude is so fake, man. You can just tell by the way he like talks and directs at you. Like, it's just an advertisement.
Actually see using the Seller app that this game right here, after paying the fees that would be necessary, would bring us around $14.17 in gross proceeds, which tells me that if I'm looking to double my money on this game specifically, I'm gonna have to get it for $7.
I hope nobody ever buys that game because it's probably shit.
To wait until GameStop has the right sale. I've found that in the last year or so, every single month they have had a sale where you can somehow get games for about 50% off.
Basically, this is a complicated version of drop shipping. But yeah, essentially that's what he's doing with GameStop. He's waiting for GameStop to have a deal, and then he buys the games, a shit ton of games probably, so he can get like a super deal on them. And then he's making the profit by reselling them full price on Amazon. I'm pretty sure drop shipping isn't allowed on Amazon or eBay, but of course people get away with doing it anyways.
With just that stuff, not including the stuff that I'm gonna get in over the next few days and continue listing, I'm looking at least $1,400 in profit on almost $2,000 spent, and it's gonna move really quickly too. The thing that I was thinking about as I was going through some of this is when you factor in the time that I spent looking for this stuff, ordering it, unpacking it, listing it, and
he's basically a weed dealer, but instead of weed, it's video games. You know, like he buys in bulk and then nickel and dimes the shit out and then makes profit off of it.
It will probably end up being around 2 full days of work. I tend to work like 10 to 12 hour days, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, in 2 days, I'll be able to make around $1,400 in profit. Granted, that's after all of this stuff sells. But to me, that's time very well spent, and it proves that this is a method worth investing in.
So basically, you got to have a lot of money up front to do this. And so out of all those 63,000 people that watch this, like I said before, probably about 15,000 of them actually gave it a shot. And I would imagine that out of those 15,000 people, only a fourth of them have the money up front to do something like this, maybe even less, because why would you look up this type of video if you have a lot of money? Clearly, you're trying to make money in an easy way. And yes, this is easy, but you have to have like $2,000 up front. $2,000 up front that you can be okay with losing if it doesn't work out, which I'm sure it doesn't work out for a lot of people. But guys, that's going to basically conclude the video today. Make sure you like, comment on the video. It really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't already. I make wrestling content, video game related content. I think I might be doing some music content soon. I have the wrestling podcast, and I'll be doing more reseller videos, and DK Oldies will show up from time to time if there's anything worth making a video on that hasn't been made 1,000 times already. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.